Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay. My name is Pasini. Today is January 3rd, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and you come back for more. If you are a visitor for the first time, I just want to say welcome. I hope you like the videos I put out. And if you do, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. Today I want to talk about starting an eBay business. The reason why I'm doing this video, folks, I don't recall doing one in the past. I might have talked about eBay, selling and stuff like that, but I want to kind of like talk about basically starting one and, getting all the basics to, hopefully have a successful business, eBay business. What brought it upon is I had some friends and some relatives and a recent comments on my Facebook groups asking for help to sell on eBay or how to start an eBay business. So I have some windows open up. I'm going to try to keep this as quick as possible. I know I always say that there, and then the next thing you know, it goes on for an hour or so. So I'm going to try to do this as quick as I can. So I'm going to bump out of the screen here, and we're going to go to the windows I have opened up. I'm going to expand a little on each topic, and then, I will close the video out. So please stick around. That's coming up. Okay. The first thing you want to do is sign up for an eBay account. As you can see here, you're going to go to this window here. Okay, so what's going to happen here, just like it says here, very, very basic. It says to sign up for an eBay account, all you need is an email address. Once your account is set up, you can buy, sell, and enjoy the benefits of being an eBay member. Use my eBay to keep track of your buying and selling activity, send messages to other members, save your favorite searches and sellers, and watch up to 300 items you're considering. So what you're going to do is when you get to this window here, you're going to hit this here. You're going to sign up for the account. You're going to sign up, and you're going to need your email address, of course. All right. Now I'm not going to walk you through that there because you could do that. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Okay. And then you could read the other information here. That's why I give you URL. Definitely go to the website here. In this case, eBay's, and read this information. These are all active hyperlinks. Okay, creating your account using Facebook or Google, create a business account, getting started on eBay, open a second eBay account. Now, and as far as I understand, you could have multiple accounts on here for whatever reason. I only have the one right now. Mine goes by shop-RJ Pasini-4-great-deals. That's how I got mine set up. The only reason I did is I didn't want to have one big long word there, so I broke it up with the dashes. Okay, so yeah, once you get to here, to this page here, the first thing you want to do is sign up. Okay, once you get your account established, you signed up with eBay, you can confirm. Then you want to go to PayPal. Now at PayPal, it says over here you can sign up for free and choose two types of accounts. You got the personal, and you also got the business account. Now I had the business account. When I set mine up, I used the business account because it says it's set to all major credit cards online or at the register. All right, it says send secure invoices to your customers. Now for me, because I'm looking at eBay as a business, I set it up as a business account. Okay, so you could choose either or. All right, and again, once you do this here, it'll start walking you through the menu. You'll hit the continue, and that'll keep bringing you, to where it's going to eventually get you all signed up and registered with them. The next thing I always recommend is this is one of the things I like to always keep in hand. It's the eBay Cool Calc. Now, what's nice about this here, prior to doing any your sourcing or like for certain merchandise, whatever it may be, maybe you're going to a local thrift store, you pick something up for maybe $5 or $10 or whatever, and you're gonna bump it up. You're gonna probably, I'll show you really quick. Let's say I got the item cost. Let's say I bought, I don't know, I like to sell Keurig coffee pots. So let's say I bought it for $20 here. I'm just using it as an example, show you really quick. I got the quantity one, and I bought it for 20 bucks, and let's say the selling price was $25. All right, I sold for, I wanted a $5 markup. This is just for all intents and purposes. Now, here they have the listing duration. You can go 3, 5, 7, 10 days, or you can get 30-day GTC, good to cancel. And you could always leave the category, let it default to everything else if you choose to do so. If you're going to do any upgrades, Gallery Plus, Value Pack, Schedule Listing, Listing Designer, Bold, Insertion Fees, this is going to be all additional. I usually don't deal with this stuff. and your shipping cost. Now let's say it cost you $2 for a box, okay? You would put that in there. And the shipping charge, I don't know, let's say it was going to cost to ship this Keurig pot out. Let's say, which again, we'll just put down $10 just for argument's sake. Okay, so when you do that there, as you're doing it, it's going to bring you to this part over here if you're a store subscriber or non-store. Now for me, I'm top rated plus, right? And I have the standard store here, a starter basic, that's what I have. Okay, and it's going to give you the eBay fee, what it's going to cost you, what eBay is going to take out of that. Your PayPal fee is usually 2.9%. They're going to take out $1.32. And then if you also have a starter store and you're top rated, this will also change too. Okay, because I am a store subscriber, but this is for non. So we'll just leave that off for now. This is for non-subscriber, store subscribers. But for me, being I have a store, I have the starter store, this is what's going to cost me a little cheaper on the eBay fee, as you can see, where if you didn't and you're not top rated, it's going to cost you $2.50, where it's going to charge me for the eBay fee $2.25. The PayPal fee is standard right across. It's 2.9%, so it's going to be like that whether you're a top rated or not. It goes right across. The balance profit for the non-store subscriber is $9.18, where mine would be $9.43. A little here and there, it helps. But if you don't have a store and you are top rated, it will drop you down to basically the same exact thing. As you can see here, it is there. It's an emulation of both of them here. See, they're both 225, 132, 943. So try to get to that top rated plus there. It does help out somewhat, as opposed to not. Okay, try to keep that up there. And if you got another one to add, you could always just reset all these features here, and it can, it'll recalculate again for you. Now, here's the question people may ask. Well, suppose I'm going to list 50 items or 100 items. Do I have to go through this 100 times? Well, here's the thing. I would do it only with specific items. If you had a high-end price of an item, let's say high-end, you're selling a high-end item, and let's say it's going to cost you $100, $200, whatever it is, you might want to get an idea what it's going to cost. That's when you would do it on a few things like that there. Okay, but on the other hand, if you have the time, and the patience to do this here, let's say you're going to start off, and you're going to do the 50 free listings, which I want to talk about that in a second. Then you would do it. Well, it would take 50 times to do it, but you would get an idea of what your profit's going to come out to be. Okay, I would recommend in the beginning, if you're starting out, I would definitely do that there. Especially if you're going to get the 50 free listings. And I want to talk about that right now, or I'm on the topic of it. With eBay, if you're breaking into it for the first time, I highly recommend, for now, don't get yourself a starter store. Even though it's $4.95 a month, you get 100 free listings. Now, unless you plan to sell 100 items or more, then you might want to, well, actually, anything over 100 items, then you're going to start paying additional fees with the starter store. That's how it works. I pay 30 cents, I believe it is, with the starter store. Anything over that, any additional with that there, then I have to pay it. Like if it goes up to, like, let's say $120, $110, whatever it is, I'm going to pay, no, $110, 110 listings, then I'm going to pay that additional. So you might want to stay within that those confines of what they're giving you as far as like for the starter store. But eBay, the way I understand it is that if you don't have a starter store, they will give you 50 free listings every month they'll get that for free. Okay, that's the way I understand it. I confirmed it with the eBay teammate, and that's what they was told. That's what they told me. So you might want to try to start off like that. I wouldn't jump into any stores, even though the $4.95 starter store sounds really appealing to you. It's cheap. You might say, it's cheap enough, $4.95. But remember one thing, folks: you're paying the $4.95 a month. Okay, and you're still going to pay your the fees there, the final value fees on eBay and stuff. So I mean, it can, depending on how it is, how much stuff you're listing and stuff like that, and the cost of these goods that you're getting and what they're selling for, the final value fees, and you also pay shipping fees too. Okay, so keep that in mind too. All right, just to let you know, just to throw that out there. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, that part as far as with the 50 free listings. Okay, now they usually give you, like I said, every month. And again, if you're starting out, you may want to take advantage of the 50 free listings, feel the waters, get an idea what it's all about, and then take it from there. Okay. The other thing while you're here is the eBay community chat board here. Now, I highly recommend you go to this here and check it out pretty much if you can on a daily basis, if you want to. You can see I'm over here listed as Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. They got me noted as a venturer. But what's good about this here is when you go to this here, you could read the seller news, you could read the latest announcements they have. Okay, and when you click on announcements, they will bring you to this other window, and you will see the latest announcements that's going on right now. Now, this came out, posted December 19, 2019. Simplified pricing options for other vehicles and trailers and boats and power sports categories. This is what's going on. So it says starting in January 2020, listing vehicles and other vehicles and trailer boats and power boats in the eBay modes will be easier. Okay. This came out here December 17th. UPS, FedEx, and USPS announced new rate increases. Okay. You're also going to get these verified bloggers now. I believe the verified bloggers, I think, don't hold me to it, I think they are workers at eBay that monitor the site, although I could be wrong. I'm not too sure on that part. But when they say verified bloggers, I would think that's what it's all about. Could be wrong, but you can see the eBay logo here, so I would think they will put, eBay has verified them as, valid bloggers, I guess, for the eBay community chat board. But you could check into that there. I mean, as far as that part goes, that's what I believe it is. Okay. Over here, it says New York State tax will require eBay to collect sales tax. Okay. New states will be added January 1st, 2020. Okay. So you may want to check this out, folks. Okay. This one here, 14-day returns exception for jewelry and watches and top-rated eligibility. This is why it pays to become top-rated seller if you're going to become, if you're going to get into eBay. Do your due diligence to get to that stage because it does help out. You do get a 10% discount when you're a top-rated seller. And if you do have a starter store, there's a little perks with that. You could always add to categories to it. Like if you're selling, like with me, like when I sell Sony items, I could put that in my store categories. You could add and you could remove and stuff like that. So it does, in some cases, it's nice to have a starter store. I would go, if you are eventually going to go that route, I would start off again with the basics. I wouldn't go into anything. The other stores, they have different tiers. And the more bells and whistles you're looking for, the more it's going to be very costly to you. So you may want to think that over with that part. All right, but this way here, I highly recommend you guys check this out. Like I said, they got the seller news here, and if you always want to find out what the current status is, you could always just go to eBay's current status, and it will show you everything is in green. That means it's up and running. Okay, unless there's a service outage, you will see you'll see either blue or red. For the most part, all services in good health with all the green. Okay, let's see. Going back here again, I want to just enlighten you a little more with the eBay community here. When you also go here, let's go back over here again with the seller news. Bear with me for 1 second here. Okay, well, all right, that's the latest announcements here. But I want to get over here. I want to show you something here. All right, anyway, I know something's going on over here. Okay, let's try the knowledge base here. For those who are new, definitely check out the knowledge base. It says get quick answers, important questions to get your selling faster and better. And then you could read the most popular, commonly asked questions, community mentor corner, new to eBay. Now this would apply to you, being you're a new eBay seller, or you get, like I said again, you're just starting out. They have buying and selling basics, getting started, starting an eBay business. So you might want to also read into this. Then you got buying and selling, shipping and returns, buying, payments, my account, tools, apps, members to member support. Then they also have additional resources here. Okay. eBay for Business Facebook, meetups, mentor programs, seller centers, seller updates, and so on and so forth. Now, this one over here, eBay for Business podcast, is very good to get involved with, and this as well. These three here, I highly recommend you check them out. So when you go to the the eBay Business podcast here, it's going to take you to the latest one they have. Now, these come out on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday come out. Now, I didn't get a chance to listen to this one. I listened to this one last week. On December 17th. This one here, you might want to look into this here. And they also have archives, so you can go back even further. All right, so check into this, see if you get the chance, check it out. All right, this is the one I have to check out myself because I didn't get a chance to check out the December 31st one for 2020. Well, they put it like that. It's supposed to be, yeah. Anyway, you want to check this one out. This is episode 72. and it's Sweetum Ask Me Anything, eBay for charity. Okay, and if you have any questions, you could call them. I believe you can call them when they're live. I guess when they're broadcasting this here. It says, if you have any questions answered on the eBay for Business podcast, call us at 888-723-4630, or you can email them at podcast@ebay.com, and you would click here and you can get it. Also, you could subscribe. You can subscribe, listen on Apple Podcasts, listen on Google Podcasts, RSS feed, listen on Spotify, available on Switcher. All right, so let's go back here again, and let's check it out over here. We did the business podcast here. Let's check this one out now. eBay also has a YouTube channel. Okay, selling tips and inspiration. Okay, you definitely will want to sign up and subscribe. You can see I'm subscribed here. All right, you can see that right there. Definitely check it out. They got a lot of good information over here. I know it only looks like that there, but I have another window off of eBay as well, and there's a lot more videos than that there. But you can get some really good information from there as well. This is not all they have. Here's the other window. Let me show you really quick here. Okay, here's eBay for Business. Here's the one here. Now you can see all the other videos they have here. So I don't know why they kind of like condensed that one for whatever reason, but you could see they got quite a few videos here. Okay. So yeah, let me show you that there. Let's see this on the other one here. Oh, that's just YouTube. Okay, so we got that there. All right, we talked about the eBay, the YouTube one, and let's see here. Yes, we got that there. All right. So this is definitely information that you definitely want as a new seller on eBay. You definitely want to get all the information you can, and you can learn from these people as well. They're very good. They give you good pointers, good tips, and stuff like that, how to get started, and so on and so forth. So we got that there. We covered that. And the 7 tips for selling on eBay, this is another site I went to. It's called, I'm not going to read everything verbatim, but this is called The Balance SMB. Okay, that's the URL is www.thebalancesmb.com. And this is 7 tips for selling items on eBay fast. All right, items fast on eBay. And it goes on to say here, selling on eBay is an exact science, but there are a few things sellers can do to speed up the process along. It is the money with the reselling. So anything that the seller can do to encourage faster sales is a distinct advantage. And then it goes on to say, here are the 7 tips on how to sell on eBay. Okay, so you could check that out. You can read this here. All right, that's why I give you URL. You could always pause the video if you want, but I hardly recommend you go directly to the website, because for the simple reasons they got active hyperlinks here. All right, and if you can read out the video, but you won't be able to get to the active hyperlinks. All right, so I'll scroll down to the bottom just in case you guys don't want to go. Then you got some more information here about eBay. You might want to check this out as well. Okay, here's 9 steps to make a living selling on eBay. All right, and they got some more information here. Okay, so you might want to check this out on this particular website. Pretty good website. I like it, by the way. I go to it every now and then. I refer to it. Okay, also what you want to do is you want photo tips. Again, you can go to the eBay community chat board and you can read about photo tips. Now, photo tips is really good. I was trying to find the video that Griff had. He did a video about taking pictures and stuff like that. I can't seem to find it over there. I was trying to look it up to share it with you guys. But, this is just as good. But it says tips for taking photos that sell. And they'll talk about, diffuse lighting, keep things steady when you use a tripod. The other thing I want to talk about is when you're getting ready to take pictures before you put them up for sale. In regards to getting a digital camera, you don't have to go really extravagant. Okay, you can get yourself a mediocre tripod. And like that, if you have an iPhone or any type of phone, cell phone, whatever, you could take pictures with that. I've seen people taking photos and using them for taking pictures for their, to sell their eBay items. And the photos really come out really good, even with the cell phone, especially with the new iPhone 6. Well, no, actually, the iPhone 8. And then you got the 11, which came out. I was looking at that this morning. Those phones are great and beautiful. I'd love to buy them, but they're a little too pricey for me. But anyway, so you'll have that there. Then you also have a buying guide here to discover digital camera types. And again, this is on eBay's site. You can see it here. All right, the reviews and guides. Okay, You can read a little more into this if you choose to do so. If not, my suggestion, if you don't want to read into this here, which I recommend you do, there's another thing over here, the digital cameras. Now, you could talk about the digital cameras. If you're looking to buy a digital camera, you don't have to go extravagant. Now, if you don't want to go brand new, I would highly recommend you check out eBay. If you want to get something cheap and inexpensive, like this Casio one for $25, is basically what you need. It's 12.1 megapixels. This is not my ad, by the way, and this, I'm not doing this for anybody. I'm not throwing a segue out. I'm just telling you guys, if you're going to get started in there, if you have an iPhone, I mean, if you have a cell phone, actually iPhone, whatever. You don't have to buy a camera. You could just take it like that, you know, with the iPhone. This is for people that want like a secondary thing to take pictures. Like me, I have a camera that looks like this. This is something like mine. I have a Sony CyberShot. Mine's a different model though, and this is really good. It takes nice pictures. I think so anyway. And this is pre-owned to Sony CyberShot. That's what I have. Mine, I think, is 3.3 megapixels. This must be a little more up there as far as like the advanced model. But this is basically what my camera looks like right here. And I love it. It takes great pictures. But you don't have to go out and buy expensive cameras. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you don't want to buy pre-owned, these are pre-owned. They may have some new ones up above, but we're not going to go that route. That's why I put up here, I left the window here for Walmart. If you want to go to Walmart to get some decent cameras, if you want brand spanking new ones, yeah, I would even get something like this Polaroid for $39, whatever, you know. You don't really need to go extravagant with it, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to really go out and buy, especially if you're on a budget. I consider myself a frugal entrepreneur, so for me, I would do best with the cheaper one. I mean, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't get the kids one, that's a little too cheap. But like something like this Polaroid would be good, or this one over here, which is here, this is another Polaroid model here, and then you get the Kodak. But you know, it's all up to you. I mean, if you want to go a little higher grade camera, you can go with the Canon here, whatever. But you don't have to go really crazy. Like I said, a cell phone will also suffice too. I mean, here you're getting a little more pricey as far as cameras. As you can see here, this one here is like $289 for this one here. It's a Nikon, you know. But I honestly, I wouldn't recommend you go that high. I don't think you really need to go that high unless you want to make that investment. That's totally up to you. But I put this here just to give you guys an idea. If you're going to get a digital camera, you can go to Walmart if you choose not to buy it off of eBay because they sell pre-owns. But they do sell new ones too. I believe they do sell new ones on here as well. As far as I thought I seen some new stuff. More higher end probably is going to be the new ones. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm sure. I think that's what it is. Usually the brand new ones are going to be up there. I'll show you the camera I wanted to get. Just while we're on the cameras really quick here. This one I would get, but I can't do it right now because it's not my budget. The X one here, the HV. This is the one I want to get. It's not really too bad. It's coming down in price. Brand new. This is the one I would get right here. The Sony CyberShot, yeah, the HX400. This camera is really, oh, what's up? Well, they had one a little cheaper. This one here is $400. It was a little over $500. I figured who was selling it at the time, but this is brand new. But I would get, this is the camera I would get if it was on price, you know, a good price. This is pre-owned, but I seen the demo on it, and when this lens comes fully extended, right? If you ever do the video on this here, check it out. You could actually, when this thing's fully extended, you can see the craters on the moon. It is really an awesome camera. Well, I like Sony products. To me, Sony is my #1 go-to camera. If I was going to upgrade to any cameras, it'd be definitely a Sony. But this is the one. Not right now. It's not in my budget to get it. But this is the one I would get right here, the Sony one. And it's really nice. They're really nice cameras and stuff. I love it. I mean, I'm not getting no segue from nobody from Sony contacted me and said, "Hey, would you throw a little segue out there for us?" Not really. No, nobody has contacted me. I just love the product. You know, it really is nice though. It really is a nice camera. But yeah, that's what I would get. But anyway, enough with the cameras. And the other thing I want to share with you guys, we covered that there. We already covered with the Sony cameras. Well, yeah, the camera guard. Let's get rid of this. The other thing is, if you're going to sell clothes, you might want to check into this here. I came across this website here. It's WikiHow, and it's www.mwikihow.com. It's /take-clothing-measurements. And this is really good to know if you get yourself a tape measure, if you're going to sell clothes, if you're going to sell clothes. But then again, you might want to tape measure in because you're also going to have to, when it comes to shipping, you're going to have to throw your measurements into the, for shipping. They're going to want that there, especially if you're shipping big packages and stuff like that. So you might want to, get yourself a tape measure. But this is good. It'll teach you how to measure. If you don't know how to measure, I had to use this many times because I wasn't sure how to do it. I was selling some clothing, and it's always good to have it like that, you know. The other thing I want to show you guys too, I forgot to put that out there. Again, if you're going to get involved with eBay, let me just go over here really quick. I left it out. I was thinking about it. Postage scales, okay. I'll show you the one I picked up recently. You may want to invest in one of these scales here. I'm trying to. This is the one I got right here, folks. I'm not going to lift anything more than 100 and more than 50 pounds anyway, because I am getting older, and I'm not going to lift things that are really heavy. But this is the one I picked up. I'm going to show you. It kind of like jumped down here, right? Where is it? I just seen it. Well, now it's even cheaper here. The 50-pound. You can get this for $8.99. It's a good scale. I have it. I'm using it. I love it. It works really great. You know, if you're ever in doubt, and you want to get an idea of what that's all about, you know what I do, folks? I think I talked about some of the videos. You could always go like this here. Where is it? All-in-one. We'll get that one. Let's see. All-in-one digital shipping postage scale. You go like this here, and you would copy it right. This is what I do. I always do reviews before I buy anything. And what you might want to do is go to YouTube, and if you're unsure of it, this is the way. This is what sold me on it. I'm just sharing this information. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just giving you just a little pointers on how I buy my stuff, purchase my items. So what I would do is I would go here and look at the reviews of what other people have to say about it. This is the one we're just talking about. Now, again, I don't know any of these people here, but I'm just saying you can go to these sites and check out, listen to what they have to say, whether it's a yay or nay. Me, I didn't do a review on it on my postage scale. I should, because I did one once before on another Accutech I had. But here it's like the unboxing, and you could listen to what these people have to say, whether they like it or not. I love mine. I have no problem with it. It's a great scale, but you may want to definitely check into this here. Get yourself a decent scale. Now, in regards to printers, they do have printers too. We could go into that really quick. Let me get out of here for a second. Let me just go. I'll leave it here for now. When it comes to printers, now again, if you're going to get label printers, the ones that postage labels. Okay, let's see here. Like postage label printers. All right, yeah, label printer. Okay, we'll do it that way here. They have two types. They got the Zebra. I like this one here. Now, there's a company, if you're going to buy one of these here, folks, you can get it a little cheaper than this. It's called PC Liquidations. They are pretty good. If you don't want to go that route, these are refurbished. Okay, look at the prices of them. Now, for me, it's a little too much. I don't need all of this. Again, if you're starting out, if you got some cash to play around with, you can go with this here, $179.99, $180 basically. And you get free shipping, free returns, and you can get this here. Now, this guy, according to this, is 978 sold. It could have been, I don't know if that's how many this guy sold these here, or maybe with all his sales. I don't know. But that's what it looks like they're talking about. But anyway, yeah, you can see the price of these things here. This one here is a thermal label printer, but I don't know, it says print postage address and labels. You got to be careful because the standard roll that goes into these machines, I think is 4 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, now here's another one, the Dymo. I had this once before. This printer will not, I sold it because it wasn't useful to me at one point. This one here was not useful to me because it does not print out postage labels. It was too small. Okay, if you're going to get one, you want to get one of these here, the Zebra LP 2844. Now let me go to the really quick here. I want to share this with you. So I can help you guys save some money too, because like I said, I do consider myself a frugal entrepreneur. So let's go here really quick. PC Liquidations. Okay, that's what I like. I like to help people out the best I can. Liquidations here. Yeah, and let's see if we can go over here really quick. All right, desktop phones, tablets, coupons, laptops. I'm trying to find that thing where you can see the printers here. Oh, here we go. This one here, this is the one I was looking at right here. Really nice. I called them up and I told the guy, I said, if I'm going to get one, refurbished. I said, I told the guy, I called him up and I said, if I'm going to get one, can I get the one that's really white? Because sometimes when these are out, left on an area where there's a lot of sun exposure, they turn like a yellowish. So he goes, I go, no, if I'm going to get one, I said, I want one really, I want, just like there's a picture here, really nice and clean one. $27.98. This is for the LP 2442. Now, the other one that we looked at just now, that was a little different model here. That's the LP 2844. But this one here, this one will do the same thing. This will print out a thermal label printer. Now here's the thing with this here though. You see back here, these are the cables that are not included are the parallel and serial. I think this is the parallel if I'm not mistaken. This is a serial. You would have to buy these separate. But if you go, like my local thrift store, they sell these things. But if you wanted to, this is how, all right, this price will go up in price if you would do it this way. If you get the serial, it's going to cost you $12, right? But you also, now with this here, because it's not a USB connector, unless you have an older PC, it's not gonna. You're gonna have to get that cable that's gonna go from serial to USB. Okay. Then they also have Ethernet one here. Okay, but that's what these two are here. All right. And then you would add the price. So let's try to keep it as cheap as possible. Now it jumped to $39. Now the other thing is the power supply is not included. So it goes up to $64, and the thermal labels you could probably get them cheaper if you're going to go with a 5-pack or a single pack. It brings it up to $69 and change, which is still not bad. Okay, it's still cheaper than the ones that I've seen on eBay. Okay, and you're going to need those labels. The labels, you can see them; they're 4x6. Okay, so if you are going to get one of these printers here, if you want to print them out, that's fine. You could do that as well. Or otherwise, you could just use a basic laser printer. You know, you could just put, like, if you don't want to get one of these machines, you could just get I like HPs, so I'm going to say, let me go over here. Bear with me 1 second. HP laser printer, okay? You don't need the all-in-one unless you're going to print out color copies. And what you could do then is get something, this is one I have right here, something like this. But I didn't pay this price. I got mine at thrift store. I paid $30 for it. That was a steal, and it looks perfect. It's like mint. You can get yourself a cheap laser printer on eBay. I'm sure they have them here. You got to search around for it. I'm trying to find one that's really decent price. See something like this here? This would even do it. Here, HP Laserjet 2014, print a nice off lease, whatever, with toner. Okay, $59, you get free shipping. You can get something like that to print your labels out. That's all you need. Let's see. Well, something like this, you want to go a little higher. This is brand new, of course. But yeah, I got my printers at the thrift stores. They were on sale. I mean, I got one for $15 on that laser printer. I paid for 30. I think 30. Yeah, this is the one I got right here. I got mine at 30. It's like brand new. It's like brand spanking new. That's exactly the same one. Yeah. See right here. That's exactly the same one I bought. But I didn't buy it for eBay. Like I said, I got my thrift store. But yeah, and you can get something like this too. This prints out great labels. This machine. I'm a HP guy. These HPs are like diehards, for me anyway. That's my own personal opinion on it. Some people may beg to differ, but I love HP products. I got two of them. I got the HP 7520 all-in-one, and I got that the HP P2055DN, the one I just showed you. Okay, so you don't need to get anything really super expensive. If you don't want to go with the machine, you could print the labels out right on your printer, and you know that's it. The only trade-off with that is when you're printing out, you got to get tape, the clear tape, to fix it to your packaging. Okay, but here you could see again. This is probably from that company we just went to. It's funny when you go to eBay, the minute you do it, the algorithm right away, boom, it bumps you right into you, and it shows you all the printers over here. Now I don't know if this is see right here at the bottom. See, it says PC liquidation right here. You see where my the mouse cursor is? Yeah, PC liquidations. It already jumped on eBay's site. So, well, it knows I was looking for those printers. But, well, that just took off now. Okay. Anyway, at least you got to see what I was talking about. All right. The other thing we talked about is the clothing thing here. You tape measure. Okay. Again, you're going to want to know how to measure women's clothing. This is the men's. Let's see how far. This goes way down. Let's see what it's all about here. All right. So, all right, and it'll show you how to measure the woman. Definitely go to WikiHow, and this is for women's clothing. They also have for men's, okay? Because, you know, if you're selling women's clothing, they're going to ask you these certain questions. And I was selling women's clothing, they were asking me stuff, and I didn't know how to measure half of the stuff because it's women's clothing, you know. And but this is a big help, believe me. This will help you out big time, folks. Okay? And I think I gave you the URL, okay? Yeah, and it'll show you how to measure the woman's clothing, their tops and bottoms, and all that other beautiful stuff there. So, yeah, you might definitely want to check into this here. And they also have questions and answers. It's definitely a great website to go to, folks, if you want to learn how to do that stuff. And I highly recommend, if you are going to go So women's clothing, definitely go there. And they also have other information here. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I always tell you to go to the website, because they have over here, take measurements of men's clothing, and they got tips and warnings, related articles, article summary, references. You definitely may want to definitely check out this website, again, if you're going to sell women's clothing. And lastly, I just wanted to share this too with you guys, because this is what I also have too. A barcode reader. I don't know, you guys might be interested, but I just want to show you what I picked up. Barcode reader. Barcode reader. A scanner. That's it. I'll show you this one I picked up here if they have it. Mine looks something like this, and they're cheap enough. Now this is good if you're going to, oops, yeah, this is the one I think I have. It looks like it anyway. Oh, is it this one? No, maybe it's this one here. Yeah. Looks like this color here. Yeah, if you're going to sell VHS tapes or anything that has a barcode, you plug it into your computer via by USB, and it saves so much time and trouble. I mean, when you pop it in there, make sure though when you're doing it, when you're reading something, make sure you clear this window when you're in a search, right? Because when you read the barcode, it's going to bring, eBay's going to bring it up to you. It's going to, you're going to see everything come up. But if you have anything in here, it's going to not work properly. So make sure when you're using this here barcode scanner that this is cleared, that the search bar is cleared out. Then take your item, whatever it is that has a barcode on it. If it's something new, let's say you bought a new, you bought a toy at a thrift store or whatever, and it's got a UPC code on it. Definitely, make sure that's cleared out, that search engine. And when you do it, it saves a lot of time and trouble, because it brings you right to that product. In most cases, if it's there, if that item is being sold on eBay, it'll take you right to that listing. Okay, you could do a comparison listing, or you can get ready to ship it out. This is what I think this is the one I bought right here. Okay, as you can see, pretty inexpensive, and it's brand new, $12.99, and you get free shipping, free returns. Okay, and according to this is how many was sold. I guess these guys are doing pretty good over there with this stuff. Wow, I mean, look at this, 2,208 sold. Wow. That's 6,000. I should get into that line of work, just selling that stuff. Just that's pretty good. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so that's basically it. I'm gonna close out this video. So just want to share a little information with you guys, and that's it. Well, that concludes this video. I hope the information I helped, provided to you guys, I hope it's somewhat helpful to you. And if it is, let me know. You could drop a comment below. If there's any additional information you need, please don't hesitate to contact me. You could contact me. Well, I got information there through just leave a comment, or you could, if you are on my Facebook group, or message me on Twitter. Of course, I do respond to that. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter as well. But leave a comment below if you're looking for any additional information. I hope it does help. That's the steps basically I went through when I was starting on eBay. I've been on eBay, for those who are new to this channel for the first time, if you're a visitor as well. I've been on eBay since July of 1999, which is 20 years. On and off, of course. But as time went on, I've been learning through the ranks, going through, trials and errors and stuff like that. And what I like to do with this YouTube channel, for all intents and purposes, is to help inspire and share, and to give advice upon, when it comes to stuff like what it said, selling on eBay, or even just in general, things, different topics. I always like to share information with you guys. So, if there is anything that you're looking for, if there's something I left out, or something you're not unsure of, maybe I went through too fast through it, with this little tutorial on, or getting set up on eBay, please don't hesitate to contact me. All right, and I'll be more than happy to answer your comments, as long as they're nice, of course. So please do. And as far as like with eBay, I just want to say this in there, just throw a little thing out there. Well, this little disclaimer as well, if you are new, or if you are new to my channel, or like I said again, if you're a visitor, I do not discuss religion and politics on this channel, and there's no profanity on it whatsoever. Okay, I just have to throw that out there, because not for nothing, not that it's gonna it's not to hurt anybody else who's dealing with those topics. I just don't deal with them on my channel. Like I said again, my channel's an open forum. I do have other sources where I do advertise, or I should say, on other social media platforms. So I'm out there. My name is out there. You type in Rich Pasini, you'll see a whole bunch of stuff in there. Come up with Pinterest, Instagram, and so on and so forth. Twitter, Facebook. I got a couple Facebook groups as well. But for the most part, though, I want to keep this channel, like I said, for all intents and purposes. I created it to help people out, and I like to share information with you guys. And I do talk about the reseller news, and I do the Let's Talk eBay, and I'm also a vlogger. So like I say in my other videos, there may be times I may be talking about different things, different topics. So I hope you guys don't mind. Like the old saying goes, spice is the variety of life, right? So I do like to share other information with you guys. But anyway, if you do get set up in this here, the only word of caution I will say in regards to this here, and I don't know if other YouTube creators will throw that out there. My thing is this: if you're going to get into this business, don't quit your day job just yet. Seriously, until you feel you're well established and you're meeting your financial obligations. Because I have to be honest with you, as much as I love being on eBay, it's been a bumpy road. I'm not going to lie, and that's the other thing I want to share with you guys. I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. When you come to my channel, you hear me talk about things, I'm telling you just like it is, okay? I'm not trying to, shatter anybody's dreams. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have a book to sell you or a dream to show you, So I just want you guys to know that there. Proceed, with caution. Do your research. And the reason why I'm bringing this out, and somebody on my Facebook group had written posted on there, that they're going to shoot for 10,000 in sales this month, or by the end of the month they're going to do that there, and then they're going to decide if they got. Right now it's a part-time gig. The person's working full-time, but they're going It's right now it's a part-time venture. So they're hoping that if they hit that 10,000 mark for the month, that will determine whether they're going to go full-time on it. But I want to say this though: with eBay, sales have been very slow for me at this point in time. Not for others, but for me. But what I want, the point I'm bringing out also is, don't let it discourage you. If you start off and you find out hey, geez, I'm not making any sales right now. It's a little slow. Give it a little time. You will sell those items. In regards to sourcing, that's the part I didn't talk about. I'm sorry. I'm glad I brought it up. When you're going to go source for items, go to your first things first. Start off with the items you have around your house. Instead of having a garage sale, if you want to break into eBay, those things that you could have put on eBay, for the garage sale, sell them on eBay. If you don't have anything to source at home, then what you're going to do is go to your local thrift stores. You're going to go to yard sales, garage sales, right? What's the other one there? Goodwills, Salvation Army, flea markets. Those are the places where you're going to source for merchandise. If you're a person that does retail arbitrage, you'll go to your local department stores, Walmart, Target, buy stuff on clearance. They call it retail arbitrage. People buy things at a discounted price, and boom, they put them on eBay and they mark up the price. So I forgot to put that in there. My apologies in regards to sourcing for items. Yeah, that's what you're going to do if you don't have anything to sell at home. The other thing is, keep this in mind again, as a beginner starting off and jumping into this business, take advantage of eBay's free 50 listings. They usually give you that every month. At least that's what I was told by the eBay teammate. I have a starter store because I was going over to 50, but I'm thinking of eventually, I don't know, I'm going to see if it's a justified expense for me to keep the starter store, because right now, for the items I have, I'm going to probably take some off and probably do that. They go to the 50 free listings right now, because I think that would be more suited for me at this point in time, being I am a small-time seller. So I'm thinking of going that route myself. But take advantage of the 50 free listings, okay? When it comes to taking pictures, I would definitely take pictures in the daylight if possible. If you take night shots, if you take shots in the evening when you got to turn regular house lights on, Yeah, that's okay. You could take, you're gonna have to definitely use your flash. Learn about your camera, the settings on it, indoor, outdoor, doing indoor, outdoor photography. Make sure you read up on that camera, you know a little about it. Maybe, hopefully you know basic photography. Um, you know, and in regards to, what do you call it there, display boards, you can go to your local dollar store and you could pick up display boards. They're trifolds. Yeah, they're trifold ones. They're small, but they're $1 each. I forgot to put that in there as well too, Sam. Like I said, now I'm thinking I should wrote a list out here. But anyway, yeah, those are the things that you might want to do. Go if you're gonna do a display board just for taking photos, and depending how big the items are, of course. Then you might want to drape a sheet on a piece of a. I have it. That's what I did. I have one big board I bought from Walmart. It's about yay big, and I think it's like 36 inches long, something like that. And I put a sheet over it because I needed to, because I was taking pictures of printers, what do I call it there? Cure coffee pot makers, coffee pots, things of that nature, a little bigger than that, the trifold, the one I was going to get at the dollar store, although I use that as well. But like I said, if you're starting off on a shoestring budget, go to the dollar store, get the white ones. You get 2 white boards, one to go up and one for the base, and you could do that as well. That's how I would do it. And again, with the camera, I wouldn't go crazy with it. I would get a cheap camera. Like I said, you can go to Walmart, get a cheap one, or if you want to buy off eBay a pre-owned one just to feel the waters, you could do that as well. The other suggestion I want to make, though, if you are going to, and this includes me too, okay, this is not to put any sellers down, so if anybody is a seller out there and they're hearing me for the first time, I am not reflecting it on you or anybody else, because I say the same thing in my videos. Check out the seller's feedbacks. Seriously, even mine. If you're going to buy from me, I throw that every now and then on my videos. If you're going to buy from me, check out my feedbacks prior to making any purchase from me. See what other people are saying about my service I offer them. Okay, that's a definite go for me. The other thing I would say is, in regards to that, if you do see a situation where there's a lot of negative feedbacks from a particular seller, you may want to, go elsewhere. I'm not saying to be mean, but that's how I do it. If I start going to a seller's listings, and I start seeing that or their feedback, and I see a lot of negativity on there, I'm not saying they're still going to make sales, but I kind of like shy away from that, and I always like to deal with top-rated sellers, for the simple reason is because in order for them to maintain that top-rated seller status, they got to meet up with eBay's guidelines, or else if they don't, they drop it. They'll go below standard. There are people that can can mess up on eBay if they break those guidelines rules. Watch what you're selling. There's also a thing in there too in regards to selling merchandise. They have a list on the eBay community chat board. Again, I didn't bring that out to you guys, but you could do a little exploration on it there. It'll tell you what you can sell and what you can't sell. Okay, so you may want to check into that too. What things you could post on eBay. All right. If I left anything out, I'm sorry. I'm trying to. I was just looking at how the length on this video is going to be. It's going to be a lot longer than expected. I do apologize for that, folks. I really do. I'm very sorry about that. I was hoping I can go through this really quick, but unfortunately, when you're trying to explain things to people, it's not that easy. Just go that way. I can't take something that's going to be slotted for an hour or 40 minutes and cut it down to 15 minutes, because you're like, how much could you cover in 15 minutes, unless I talk like I talk really speedy, but for the most part, I think it's gonna be a lot longer than expected, and I do apologize. But again, I do this here with good intentions. I do it with the hopes to help you guys out, and I hope you do get a takeaway from it, But I do try, and I do like I said again, I do respond to nice comments. If you guys will contact me, just keep it nice, and I will get back to you. Okay, I'm always willing to help. If I can't get the information, if it's for something specific, I will make sure I get it for you through another source, and I will get back to you on it. Okay, so I won't let you down. All right, so just keep that in mind. But with that, I want to close this video out. If you do like this video and you feel it was helpful in some way, which I hope it was, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Let's Talk eBay. Today is January 3rd, 2020. I'm already thinking of the warm weather. Today is January 3rd, 2020. You see that? I'm thinking of July. I'm already thinking of the warm weather. Well, it's a little on the cool side. I mean, over here in New York, over here in the East Coast, and the weather's been really gloomy these past couple of days. It's like, where's the sun go? You know, it's like, maybe that's why I'm wishing for July to come around. I can see the sun. It's not really. It's not been good. You know. Right now, I'm using additional lighting to light up my backdrop. It's usually a white one back here. That's what I use, a white drop. I don't use a blue screen or a green screen. I use a white screen. And I usually go by the natural lighting. I usually have two windows behind me, and it casts a lot of light in during the day. But it's so gloomy out. I don't know if we're supposed to have snow later on tonight or not. I don't know. And I have to use lighting, additional lighting, to light up the back screen. So that's the way it is right now. I don't know how this is going to come out. Sometimes I have to, when I'm doing my special effects or whatever, or if I'm doing my video editing, I have to do it separate. Like I'll shoot all the pictures now, like of me talking like this here, and then I have to put a white backdrop in there, right? I take a white color, and then I have to use a green screen effect or whatever to upload it to make it the background even whiter, so I could add the special effects background to it. And sometimes it doesn't work because there's shadowing in there and stuff like that, or maybe the light's casting on my face on one side or not. I can see it right now as a little shadow on this side that's coming from the light over here. And that's why I like to shoot during the day in natural lighting. If you're going to ever start a YouTube channel, I highly recommend that if you do shoot videos, shoot them in the natural daylight. And if you don't want to use a green screen with additional lighting, I'm going to use additional lighting now because it's because the overcast we have out there. But for the most part, though, I just want to share this really quick with you guys. If you are going to shoot videos, if you think about starting a YouTube channel in conjunction with starting an eBay business, because you can use them together, you know. You could advertise on your YouTube channel, hey, I sell on eBay, you know. But if you are going to start a YouTube channel, I would definitely recommend getting a white sheet, a white background. I use a white sheet, and white screen is good for the simple reasons, and make sure you're in a lit area. I have two windows that are behind me that cast a lot of light in when it's nice and sunny out, that is. You might want to use a white sheet because you don't need any additional lighting. It doesn't cast any shadows. Like right now, I could cast, oh, maybe not. All right, usually I cast a shadow when the lights are in a different area set up here. And you do it all natural lighting, and the green and a white screen works. It works really great. Every time you see the backdrops, if you look at my videos, okay, for the most part, if you look at my videos, you will see those different backgrounds. That's because it was shot in natural lighting with the white screen, not a green screen or a blue screen, okay? It was shot with a white screen, and that's how I do my videos. Now, I don't know, this might not come out. You'll always know if it comes out good or not is if I can't work the contrast in there, the brightness or whatever, raise the intensity level on the contrast itself. You'll know that it didn't work properly for me because I'll keep it a white. You'll see me in a white background. It might be like that because I never have luck with this. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's the way the lighting's positioned, you know. Like I said, it's all trial and error, just like everything else is, right? Everything's trial and error. You learn through you got to learn through your mistakes and stuff, and hopefully you don't make the same ones over and over again. But anyway, guys, let me let you go. I wish you all the best on your endeavors. If you are, like I said, you're going to jump into eBay, I wish you all the best of luck. Again, please contact me with any additional information you need. If I left stuff out, I do apologize. Please accept my humble apologies. I will get back to you, though. Until next time, bye-bye for now.